Hi everyone, it's Margaret, and it is time for the Game of Thrones series. And I have been asked by so many people to do an inspiration look on Margaery Tyrell, and I just finally got around to doing it. So here's my take on it. And and this is definitely more of my inspiration. Please take that in consideration. Um, I want to make sure that if you are going to do this on yourself, this is a really good example to use so that you can really make this more of a modernized um, inspiration look. But definitely it is an inspiration look on Margaery Tyrell of Game of Thrones. So I did a very matte, very smooth finish on the foundation, and I'm going to be putting a very soft highlighted powder shadow on her brow bone area. Now you have to remember, like, Marjorie Tyrell's makeup is very, very neutral. And I mean, like most of the characters in Game of Thrones, they do wear their makeup very neutral. But she definitely is kind of going to another place in her life where I think, she's starting to really show more of like a grown-up feel. So I wanted to actually give her more of a grown-up neutral look. So here's what I've done is I've taken the shadow and really lifted and added a little bit more rather than just keep it so neutral. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking a neutral highlighting powder, just almost like a skin tone shimmer, just to bring out the cheekbones. So here's a flat, this is like a very flesh tone, just a very, very flat flesh tone eyeshadow powder. You can even use like a concealer base and then just set it. But this, I found a really great match for this. So just see how it has just a little bit of a yellow kind of hue to it, but it's very flesh tone. And so, but this one is very flat, and I'm mixing this now with blending it with my highlighting powder that has a little bit of a slight shimmer. So it creates a little bit of a dimension because, as you'll see, I'm not going to use any heavy colors in this makeup because she doesn't wear any heavy colors. She wears very neutral. So now I'm going to darken the brows. And that's one thing that you want to really do with these types of looks, especially for the Game of Thrones characters, is that, like the brows and the lashes are very accentuated as well. The hair is so beautiful in the way they're long and they tend to be like braided a little bit or just they really show off the hair and the feel of the hair. So you want to really accentuate the brows and the lashes for sure. That really work well with the natural tones of the hair. They really had to keep it very natural based on the era that they're from, and because they didn't have any huge array of products and colors and and gadgets to make their hair certain ways. They had to go with a natural feel, so they used a lot of definitely braids and things like that and grew their hair out. So here I'm darkening the brows. And I think that even though we darken them and we define them, we want to really make sure that they look naturally blended, that they're not forced and they don't look heavy. And this is what I'm doing is I'm blending them with my mustache brush so that way it has a nice feel to it, but it punches out. So now I'm taking my highlighting powder again and just going slightly over that because as I blend everything, it kind of tones it down. So I want to pick up the brows just a touch. And this will definitely add a little bit more payout on the eyes, even though it's super natural. And I'm going to be doing a couple of different things with this that I think is going to be, out of the norm, but it definitely adds to this look. And I think it also opens up the eyes. So now I'm taking that highlighting, like a shimmer powder underneath, and this one has a little bit more yellow to it. And I'm lining the underneath the lash line. And so even though it looks white, it's more yellowish and it has a shimmer. And so you put that right underneath the lashes. And now I'm using a white pencil, a flat white pencil, and I'm going right into the waterline. So above the lashes, so right in the waterline, and I'm just giving it a nice just coating of the liner, the white liner, And I'm having Drea curl her lashes because I'm going to add a lot of mascara on this. And I think this is what's going to add the pop to the eyes because everything is so neutral. But it's really right now with fashion and everything, this is actually a very on point look for what's going on in fashion, even though it is more of an inspiration look that I'm doing for Game of Thrones. You can totally do this, wear this at the club or, parties or whatever. But it's so nice and neutral. You can wear it during the day, you can wear it at night. If you're wearing it at night, you can definitely add more to it just to give it a little bit more drama. Um, and really emphasize it. But look how pretty it is. See, once you put the mascara on, you can really see how the shading and the gradation of the slight changes of the neutral tones really pop out. And it really makes a nice transition to the eyes, and it really makes the eyes look really pretty. So now I'm just blending it in, and I'm adding a little bit of light right in the inner part of the lid. And so just to bring the eyes out more and pop it out more. So here I'm adding a contour, a very kind of muted contour blush right in the inner parts of her cheekbone. And because I have the highlighting powder on the top part, I don't want to make it so heavy. I just want a slight color. So I'm taking my blending brush and I am just blending it all in like this in a very pretty kind of muted way. And with the lips, I'm sticking with a very nude color. And, really, this is not a whole lot of heavy colors, but it is definitely, you have to make sure that you do use the right products and you use the right colors and you use the right application to really achieve this look. Otherwise, it could look kind of weird. Um, but definitely this is all a matter of practice and technique as well. If you like what I'm doing and you want to become a makeup artist or you want to learn how to do makeup like a makeup artist and you want to get certified or you don't and you just want to learn, go to www.mkcbeautyacademy.com. I have an amazing online training program. You can also do a blended program, which is coming in person and doing partially online as well, or do everything online and get a certification. Thank you so much for watching. Game of Thrones is coming on soon. And get inspired. This is Margaery Tyrell's Inspired Look. Stay tuned for more, and thanks so much for watching, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Thanks. Bye.